Hello and welcome to part 3 of the Let's Play for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. I'm Happy Vader, reporting to you from Argon Media. So, kind of took a break, then decided let's dive right back in. Let's take a look here. Requests. So let's continue on with the light side normal nodes, just to get that stuff done. That went pretty well. Okay. So I'm glad we didn't do all the daily activities, since now we can hit two of those things all at once. Let's continue down what we were doing. It's really just trying to climb up and trying to get as many 3 stars as you can on each territory. You don't want to push too hard and get ahead of yourself. Then you're just going to have to backtrack if you need to farm. Not the end of the world. It's not about achieving optimal peak efficiency, but it just makes things easier for you later on down the road. So from previous runs that I've done, just trying to test things out, you can reach level 19 on day 1 before you kind of just plateau. I'm sure you could do more, but I found that was probably what to shoot for on day 1. So we should have some more training droids available to use. Let's go ahead and make use of that. Just continue with this. I think Clone Wars Chewbacca is probably going to be the light side leader for a while. At least until you start unlocking other characters in a farm path. So here we have unlocked the Cantina store. We're not going to have any resources to unlock characters at this point, but as you do more Cantina levels, you'll get the currency you need. So I'm going to be going for Hospitable Scout first and foremost. Or POW. I might go for POW. I don't know. We'll cross that road when we get there. Gear it up a bit. So, starting out, I do recommend doing a lot of these battles manually. If you have a show running, something playing in the background, just look for what gear is needed, bring up characters to the next gear level, and let this ride. You can spend sim tickets, but I found that I prefer to save as many of those as possible until there's something big I need to do, or if there was a difficult level I need to sim. It's a matter of personal preference. You spend sim tickets how you see fit. This just seems to work for me and how I play. Alright, hopefully we get that piece of gear and get consular. Did not get that. Oh, maybe we did. Hold on. No. Okay, well, let's do another run of this. I'd like to get consular leveled up a bit, just because the healing ability is based off of the consular's amount of health. Yes. So if we can get consular leveled up a little bit, we can just make that healing ability more potent. And that goes a long ways in trying to clear some of these harder levels. So at this point, it's really just going to be pretty much this for a while. Just do some of the quests, do a lot of gear grinding, and farming characters. It just keeps going. There we go. So we picked up what we needed. Very nice. Yeah, let's go with this. Whew. Okay. That was a rough one. Ouch. Okay. So this is telling me I need to gear up my character. This is getting a bit ridiculous. Good news is I think we're gonna be able to complete this. It's gonna be interesting. That shouldn't be a problem. It just means we'll I'll probably do a speed up on the recording, but essentially it's just grinding out those gear levels. So definitely want to use Clone Chewbacca, Jedi Consular, and Luke Skywalker. Farm Boy Luke. He's a really good damage dealer. So let's get this. Okay, so here you see it has a character requirement of level 20. So probably need to hold off on that. And that as well. Chewbacca. All right. You can be leveled up some. Alright, so we reached level 12. And now that we've reached level 12, we can kind of reevaluate what we need to focus on next in terms of priorities. Also, when you are a new player and you do want to spend money anywhere, not that I would recommend spending money on a game, at least I would be hesitant to. This game is built around paying to get ahead, for sure. So $20 for Darth Vader bundle, that's still really good, gives you Darth Vader. The $4.99 bundles are also excellent. I would have to say probably this bundle here would be the one that would most entice me. Just because starting out dark side, the dark side nodes can be quite the struggle to get through because you actually are just stuck with 3 characters for a long time. And being able to start off with Dooku and Boba Fett right off the bat, that is huge. And that's in addition to the 3 dark side characters that the game gives you to begin with. So being able to make a full squad of 5 would make this a lot easier for just journeying through the beginning parts of the game. That said, it's entirely possible to get this done as a free-to-play player, and that's what I'm here to try to show you. It's just my process. There's going to be long moments of just this grinding, but for your benefit, I will try and expedite those videos quite a bit just to kind of move things along a bit. And then we can eventually go into content further into the game that we can cover that I think many people would find more interesting. So we did get the piece of gear we needed for bringing Ewok Scout. Now, I'm not a fan of Ewok Scout as a character in this game, and from a competitive standpoint, the power of these characters, it'll just continue to grow and add to your total galactic power, as you see in the top right corner. But at this point in the game, with such low gear levels, 4,000 power, that's not going to make much of a difference. Even 8 to 20,000 power is not going to make much of a difference. If it's what you need to kind of get things jump started and moving, I'd say that's more than worth it. So let's go back to, that's right, taking a look and see if there's anything new that we need to tackle. Complete all daily activities. Okay, win light side battles. So I'm gonna maybe hold off on that hard node farm for a bit. Now that we have some characters geared up, I'm gonna try this again. Our consulars should not be going down as quickly. Should be healing better. Everything just should overall be better. I will focus on these clone troopers, and clone sergeants, though. See, now when they're spreading out the fire like that, that's ideal. The AoE, not so much. But the single fire being spread around, I can work with that. And I think just to kind of preemptively get things started, I will heal. And then hopefully by the final phase, phase 3, I will have that heal ready again. Because we will need it. So this is already going much better than last time. Just the overall sense of the pacing of battles is feeling much better. I'm not having people just getting half their health blasted away. I mean, it's probably going to happen in this one. So with Chewbacca being full health, let's bring up that taunt. Go ahead and do an AoE pushback turn meter. Basic, not enough to kill. Another basic. And continue on with this. Do a heavy hit. So now at this point, I'm trying to bank a lot of my abilities so that going into the final wave, I should be able to knock down the supportive, the easier tuners to pick off than the last time we tried to do this. Okay, so these Jawas are going to be a problem. The constant AoE is not fun. So let's see if we can take out as many of them as possible before it gets to be. Hang in there, buddy. Thank you. Okay. All right. I think we should have this. Yep. Perfect. Okay. Well, I'm glad I geared up Ewok Scout. I don't think Ewok Scout would have made it through that time around. So now that we have that done, 3-starred, this is the Scarif Rebel Pathfinder that I do want to get. And personal preference, it's just sim. Just a bunch of sims. Okay, I'm not gonna walk around that dance. And then sim some more. And then let's take a look and see what our quests end up being. Okay. Okay. Looks like we unlocked challenges. Well, we will soon enough. I think level 15 is where challenges become available. So let's take Luke to level 13. Here's what I'm going to do. So we have crystals, and my priority is to get Scarif Rebel Pathfinder. Best use of crystals in this game is for energy refreshes, and I would stick with regular energy, just because that you get the most bang for the crystals you spend. So that's what I would recommend shooting for. And you can do 3 of these 50 crystal refreshes a day. And it just goes a long way to earning experience points, to level up faster, to farming characters faster. Everything, it's just much more efficient in my eyes than any of the other ways to spend crystals. Not likely we're going to get to 15 shards of Scarif Rebel Pathfinder that we need, but let's hope. That'll level up. So here we go. Leveling up will give us some bonus Cantina energy. Ooh, almost there. And when you spend crystals on the refreshes, it does give you sim tickets. So that's handy. I'm going to go for one more. And before I hit that button, let's take a look and see what's new. Okay, perfect. So let's get 5 characters to level 15. What I'm gonna do is 2 of them are gonna be the dark side, just to get things prepared for the dark side climb. So now we have plenty of training droids, and that'll make this nice. Satisfy the need to be able to keep up with leveling characters equally for your party. So I know this is more than 5 characters, but I kind of want to keep this core team set up. Okay. And let's sim some more Scarif Rebel Pathfinder. There we go. It's RNG dependent, but I'm so happy we have this character. So take you up to 15, and so before we do that, let's take a look and see. Okay. So now challenges are available. Okay. So let's hold off on the challenges for now. Focus on gearing up our character. Yeah, for now. Once again, back to the grind. There we go. Really liking these drops. Sometimes you just have to redo over and over again. Yay. A long first day. Just a lot to set up. And it doesn't have to be a lot. If you make it to level 5, 6, 3, doesn't matter. As long as you're having fun. If you're having fun, then that's all that really matters, right? For me, I feel like if I can do as much as I possibly can, call it quits after, you know, a long day, and just have that mental relief of, okay, we did it. We managed to get this done. That's what I'm in for. Alright. So we finally have one of our core teams. So all of this stuff here, that's nice, but really the only person I absolutely care about, the only two, is Fanboy Luke and Talia. They could be... Fanboy Luke can lead to unlocking Commander Luke Skywalker, a great legendary. And Talia just works really well in a Night Sister team, being able to cleanse debuffs and heal, among other things. It's just about giving him that survivability. So, I think this is a good place to stop. I'm going to continue grinding. May have that in the video, or might just do a montage speed shot, just to save everyone the pain of watching me do this grind. So, with that, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.